What groundbreaking 1922 film reshaped vampire mythology forever and nearly vanished into obscurity?
Hi, I'm Leah, thrilled to uncover today's cinematic curiosity.
And I'm Garrett, ready to get into some movie mysteries. Welcome to Laid Back Learning with Leah and Garrett.
All right, here's where we begin. Nosferatu, a Symphony of Horror. Let's open the book on this. I first stumbled upon Nosferatu in a college film class. I remember walking into the dim lecture hall where we were, bathed in the glow of black and white scenes projected on the big screen. Honestly, the film was both eerie and fascinating. Its silent scenes seemed to endlessly stretch, speaking to us without a single word. I was totally sucked into its mysterious world. It made me kind of curious about the artistry and history behind it.
That's a solid point, right? Okay, so here's where we start. Nosferatu is a 1922 silent German expressionist film directed by F.W. Murnau. Now, expressionism is this artistic style that basically bends reality, presenting the world more from a subjective perspective. It's all about those exaggerated visuals and shadowy aesthetics. It's known for its haunting visual style, which sort of borrowed elements from Bram Stoker's classic novel, Dracula. Without permission, I might add. Kind of bold, huh? But it really set the stage for horror movies as we know them.
Yeah, totally. Prana Film, which was the studio behind Nosferatu, was founded in 1921 with a big, ambitious vision. They wanted to revolutionize the film world by blending supernatural and occult themes, a new frontier in cinema. But, things didn't quite work out as planned. Their bold adaptation led to some major legal headaches. The studio got into trouble with Stoker's estate because they didn't secure the rights to the Dracula story. So Nosferatu was actually ordered to be destroyed in 1922.
Right, and that decision kind of, in a way, backfired. Several prints survived because fans recognized its artistic value. It was like this underground movement to preserve something that was honestly already a piece of cinematic history. Fast forward to 2019, and Nosferatu enters the public domain, meaning it's now more accessible than ever. That's no stress, no mess in terms of legal stuff. It completely solidifies its place as a horror classic.
So this brings us to a big unanswered question, the whole debate over whether there were anti-Semitic themes in the film. Was it something that director F.W. Murnau intended, or maybe something that just kind of creeped in due to the cultural norms of the 1920s in Germany? Honestly, I think it might reflect those uncultural biases. I mean, we see how Count Orlok has these particular features that match some unfortunate stereotypes. It's hard to say for certain, right? But it sparks a lot of thought about sensitivity in art.
Yeah, and I'd argue it says more about the time period. The social tensions and the fear of the other were real back then. Nosferatu came at a time after a huge upheaval in post-World War I Germany, where these themes of invasion and fear were everywhere. It was almost a reflection of a society on edge.
Moving right along, Nosferatu isn't just a relic of the past. Its impact on pop culture can be felt today. Take Werner Herzog's Nosferatu the Vampire, for example, which was directly inspired by the original film. Herzog's version reimagines the story, keeping the eerie atmosphere alive for a whole new audience.
And let's not forget how Nosferatu really shaped the visual language of the horror genre. Those shadows and eerie settings still have a hold on filmmakers today. So many aspects of horror movies, like using fear of the unknown, trace back to its influence.
All right, let's shed some light on why Nosferatu should be on your study list. For starters, it's like a cornerstone for understanding how horror evolved in cinema. Plus, it reflects a ton of cultural themes, from historical fears to artistic styles, that remain relevant.
Yeah, stay curious about it, Exploring these elements deepens our appreciation for how movies make us feel and think. All right, that ties it up nicely. Time for everyone to dig into classic cinema and keep learning.
And there we have it, full circle. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Keep questioning, keep exploring.